Hello friends, today we're going to make a very healthy and delicious recipe, Ragi Roti, also known as finger millet flatbread. This roti is especially beneficial for strong bones, for people with diabetes, and for those who are trying to lose weight. Ragi is rich in calcium, iron, and dietary fiber. It helps improve digestion, controls blood sugar levels, and keeps you feeling full for a longer time. Now let's start the process. For this recipe, I have taken 1 kilogram of ragi. After opening the packet, if you have enough time, you can wash the ragi thoroughly, soak it in water, and then dry it in sunlight for 1 full day before processing. But today, I am cleaning it using the dry cleaning method. As you can see, I am gently tossing the ragi from one side to the other so that the dust and light impurities settle down at the bottom. The heavier grains stay on top, and the dirt collects below. This is also an effective way to clean ragi. After cleaning, carefully transfer the grains to the side. Repeat this process until all the ragi is clean and free from dust. Now, let's move on to the next step and lightly dry roast the ragi. Now we will see how to dry roast it. Place a pan on the stove and keep the flame on medium. Add the cleaned ragi into the pan and spread it evenly. Keep stirring continuously on medium heat for about 5 minutes. Make sure to dry roast it properly so that it heats evenly and releases a nice aroma. Remember, this is a dry roast, so do not add any oil or ghee at all. After dry roasting all the ragi in the same way, transfer it to a bowl and keep it aside. Let it cool down completely. Once it is completely cooled, we will grind it. Add the roasted ragi to a mixer grinder and make a fine powder. Since we are making roti, the flour should be very smooth, not coarse. So grind it into a fine, soft powder. Do not overload the mixer. Add 1 or 2 cups at a time, depending on the capacity of your grinder. Grind in intervals, stopping in between and mixing until you get a fine texture. After grinding, sieve the flour to remove any coarse particles. Grind the remaining coarse part again and sieve once more. Finally, let the ragi flour cool down completely before storing or using it. After sieving, store this ragi powder properly so that it lasts for a long time. You can store it in a glass jar or in any airtight container. I am taking 1 cup of this flour separately for making roti today, and I will store the remaining flour in this glass jar. Transfer all the flour into the jar, close the lid tightly, and keep it in a dry and warm place. This ragi flour can be used in many ways, for making rotis, porridge, khichdi, and even ragi tea, which is very healthy and tasty. So make sure to store it properly and use it whenever needed. Now let's see how to prepare the dough. The method for making ragi dough is a little different. Take 2 cups of water. Pour the water into a pan and add a small pinch of salt. Not too much, just a pinch. Add 1 spoon of ghee and turn on the gas. Let the water come to full boil. Once it starts boiling, switch off the flame. Immediately add the ragi flour to the hot water and mix well. At first, it may form lumps, but don't worry. Keep stirring continuously with a spoon, and it will come together into a smooth dough. Do not touch it with your hands at this stage, because it will be very hot. Mix only with a spoon until everything is well combined. Once the dough becomes smooth, keep it aside for some time to cool. When it becomes slightly warm, it will be ready for making rotis. After the dough has cooled down, let's start making the rotis. First, clean the kitchen platform properly and sprinkle some dry ragi flour on it. Spread the flour evenly so that the dough does not stick. Take a portion of the dough, about the size of a fist. The roti should be neither too thick nor too thin. Make smooth balls and keep them ready. Place 1 dough ball on the floured surface and gently press it with your fingers. Tap and spread it slowly with light hands until it forms a thin, round roti. Use your left hand to adjust the edges and shape it evenly so that it becomes round and uniform, not thick in one place and thin in another. Making ragi roti by hand gives a very even thickness and a perfect shape. If you are comfortable, try shaping it with your hands. If you find it difficult, you can also use a rolling pin. Place the dough between butter paper or plastic sheets. Apply a little oil or ghee and roll it gently. Once the roti is ready, lift it carefully. You can use a spoon to loosen the edges. Then slide your hand under the roti and gently place it on the hot frying pan. This is a safe and easy way to transfer the roti without breaking it. Prepare all the rotis in the same way. Keep the flame on medium and cook the roti patiently. Do not increase the heat because ragi roti needs time to cook properly on medium flame. First, apply some ghee on the roti. Let it cook well from the bottom, then gently flip it. Apply a little ghee on the other side as well and cook until both sides are done. Look how thin and soft this roti is. Even though it is very thin, it does not break because the dough was cooked and prepared properly. That is why we can make such soft and flexible rotis by hand. Once the ghee-roasted roti is ready, remove it and keep it aside. Now, let's make another roti without ghee. Place the roti on the frying pan, but do not apply ghee on either side. Take a clean, wet cloth and gently wipe the surface of the roti. This moisture helps the roti cook well and stay soft, even without oil or ghee. So, if you prefer, you can also make dry ragi rotis this way. They taste very good and are even healthier. Prepare all the rotis in the same way and keep them aside. Next, we will continue with the remaining process. Now we will serve these ragi rotis. They taste amazing with a little kheer, tomato rushem, and even with chicken curry. This combination is really delicious and satisfying. You can also enjoy ragi roti with curd or yogurt if you like. It tastes very good and makes the meal complete and healthy. Ragi roti is a complete and highly nutritious food. It is rich in calcium, which helps in strengthening bones and teeth.